Well, hello. What's up, everybody? Howdy, howdy. As you can see, I look like a crazy woolly bushman with all the crazy facial hair and whatever. I'm tired as hell again. Got people commenting on music and isn't it? I don't care. But let me see. Let me get in there and say what's up to people. See lots of people here chatting already. Trying to keep myself awake here, but let me get on up in here and say what's up to all the people that are here. I'm going to have Mr. Super Dingus here in a minute because we are not doing anything super structured today. We just doing goofiness. That's all. So let me do some shout outs to my peoples that are here today. So I think Big Chris was number one. Yep, Big Chris was number one. He's a member. What's up, Big Chris? Member of mine, of course. And there's Mr. Scotty Story. What's up, Mr. Scotty Story? He's a member as well. If you guys want to become members or support the channel, be sure to check out the descriptions. It's got all the stuff you need there. It's even scrolling down below if you want to do a PayPal donation or super chat. Whatever you decide is cool. Not required, but it is appreciated when it happens. So take a look at that stuff if you're interested. There's even merchandise there too if you guys want to help support the channel. So let's get back to the shout outs. Just Mr. Jack78. He's a member as well. Lionel Randall is a member. What's up? Snow River Park is here again. He is a member as well. Mr. Mike Bird, I see you all the way from across the pond. But what is up? How you doing? JSRC Hobbies, what's up? Pops 305. I'm gonna have some stuff to show you from him a little later on today, JCB67, Andy Cho, Tim Justins, who else? Mr. EQRC, what's up? Slap Nuts commenting on my music in the beginning. Just for you, my friend. Let's see who else. Craig Bevan, 6SRC. I have a window open behind me which needs to close. George Watts, what is up? So yeah. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Squawk VFRC. That's Mr. Mickey BRC. What's up? Change your name. But what's happening, everybody? Just here to say howdy, hang out with y'all tonight for a little bit. Not a whole lot to talk about, but I do have some cool stuff to talk about, so we'll be doing that here in a little bit. But let's get some other stuff going here. Let me show you the website for those of you that want to check out my stuff. I'm going to start offering some new stuff, and we're going to see some of it today. But there's my website, Gooniac33.me. It is there. I'm adding more stuff to the site, but if you have any questions about my burners or want to get a hold of me or any of that stuff, check out the website. There is a contact form there for you to get a hold of me. My email is there as well. Excuse me. So check it out, and I've got some new stuff coming out for Warbirds, and I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. But let's get to the Q&A section of this goofy little broadcast we got going here. And then I'll bring in Mr. Super Dingus, but y'all take a look here. Get your questions out. And let me click this little button here, and bam! There's one.
Oh, what?
Did that what? Hey?
Hi.
Who was it, baby? So what's up, my peoples, and what's happening, Mr. Nate? How you doing?
Hi. Hi, people.
So, questions. Y'all asking all some questions. Get all these questions here. Ask some questions. See what's going on over the weekend. Hope some people were able to get out and fly. I was not. But what the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Okay. Anyway, ask some questions, y'all. Keith Christie, what's happening? Mr. George Watts, what is up? So, what was the deal with that Red Bull crap? Planes crashing? Did you guys see that? They were doing the Red Bull planes doing a terminal velocity dive, two together, and they're supposed to jump out. One supposed to jump out from one plane to another. And
dude, Trevor Jacobs watching this and going, "What the hell?"
One guy made it. The other guy got to the plane. The plane went out of control, and the guy jumped down.
No, the other guy didn't even make it to the plane. He parachuted himself. The plane crashed.
Oh, the plane just died? Okay.
Well, didn't get FAA approval either. No, they had on the bottom of the airplanes, they had these like
it's a brake, right?
Air brake systems with a ballistic parachute.
Right. And
they got them in the dive, but then one of them went into a spin.
Oh.
The Art Scholl inverted spin.
I'm not getting out of that.
And by the time they got that parachute out, it was too late. So it completely pancaked the airplane.
No good. Yeah, and from what I heard, it's pretty stupid. So.
Well,
and now they're going to lose their licenses, most likely, or deal with some other crap.
Yeah.
Where was it that it happened? I didn't even see that. Where did they do this?
Yeah,
What kind of plane was it?
I think they were like hopped up 206s or something.
Oh, okay.
They had bush wheels, but yeah, there's the brake.
Yeah, I've seen the brake. I saw that part. I remember that.
And it had a ballistic chute on the bottom of it. But yeah, one guy made it. Yeah, there's a ground shot.
Jeez.
Yeah, that plane's gone.
They don't.
Luckily, it wasn't a Luckily, it wasn't a vintage Taylor craft this time that somebody jumped out of, but
Ugh. Yeah, they have to do that down in either Mexico or someplace in Europe or something.
Well, they did it in the desert. So
Yeah, but still, if you got to get the FAA approval to do it.
yeah, I know, John, but it's just funny. I'm sure he's watching this and being like, "Wow,
Yeah.
'cause, he just did that."
Yep, they're in some deep do. So, but anyway, so what y'all got? Anybody got any questions out there for me at all today? I mean, like I said, I didn't do any flying. I know Nate flew with Jack on Saturday before the wind blew them out of there.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
What's up, Mr. Angelo?
Yeah, no. Saturday was great, but then around like 4 o'clock, it just got up to like 25, and it was really gusty, and it just wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah, no good. So, while we're sitting here waiting for people to ask questions, I'll just throw it out there. I've started putting together and shipping the new Warbird burners, if that's what you want to call them. But yeah, or the piston burners, whatever. I don't even know what they're called yet. But I do plan on getting those things shipped out. I've already shipped out a couple. I have some parts that I needed to get for the other ones because they sent me the wrong stuff. So I got more going out, but I'm just going to show you guys some of those a little bit later here. Go and check out the video because Pops305 here in the chat, he was able to get his installed. They showed up today. He got them installed today and was able to show how they look. Heavy Metal Fire. Keith Christie, that's a good name. You know, think about that. So Pops305. I have not used it, but because he was out of parts when I wanted to order it and try it. So, but I do have one of his controllers to try in my burner with my burners. So we'll get that going. Crash Test Dummy RC, yes, it will fit. I just need to take. Maybe I'll have Nate look for me one of these days just to see what the diameter of the little exhaust stacks are.
That one would be an adventure.
It's buried.
Well, you'd have to. I don't know how you'd do it. I mean, because you could get the lights to fit, but then you gotta like wrap the wire back into the nacelle and like through the wire channel. Like,
there's probably a way to do it.
yeah, there's a way to do it, but goddamn, I mean,
it's gonna be a lot of work, possibly.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work because it's not like the single engines where you just pull the stacks off and just poke holes and run it through. It's like,
We'll have to try it and figure it out.
I ain't doing it.
If somebody wants to be a guinea pig, Crash Test, send me an email, gooniac33@gmail.com. I'll type it in. Send me an email.
That would be, that'd be interesting how you'd have to do that. Because there's no wire channels, obviously. You'd have to.
It's probably. I mean, you could just run it along where the motor wires go, most likely, but that's still a pain. It's stuff that can be done. It's not going to be too hard. And yeah, Squawk VFRC. I was I'm going to have to try to get one of those to try that out. The stack's a little different. But they'll work out. Garfield Houston, I was just watching your video. Guys, if you haven't checked out Garfield Houston's videos, this guy, he's not, I'm surprised more people haven't been paying attention to him, but he's been testing, pushing the FMS fans to the limit. He just did a video. Showing the new FMS 8S 1500 kV setup for the 90 millimeter. He had that on 9S and 10S, and it worked wonderful. So the funny thing was, in the Scorpion 9S and 10S, both of those, the speeds were the same, but the amperage went up on the 10S, so it's better just to go to the 9S. But it was doing 268 kilometers an hour. That's pretty dang fast.
That's moving.
Yeah. So check out his channel. He does a whole bunch of stuff with trying out um, hopped up. Well, FMS underrates their setups, and I understand why they do it, but he's able to get the most out of them. So check out Garfield Houston's page because he's always pushing the limits. And I've learned some stuff from watching his thing, so be sure to check him out. Very cool. And Mr. Fred Barron, thank you very much for the PayPal. I just got a PayPal donation from you. Thank you very much.
What's up,
Thank you
Raitza?
very much. So, Mr. Reitza has a good question. Let's see here. Where was it? It already took off. Yes, that can be done. Especially the Turbo Timber. Those have the little steps.
Oh, the Turbo Timber would be easy.
Mm-hmm. Same with the what is it, Draco?
Yeah, the Draco would be easy. Yeah, the Draco.
And with that little crop duster plane that they make.
That too, yeah.
So Angelo, take 268, multiply it by 0.62. That'll give you miles per hour.
He was just kidding. I figured you. I was like, Raitza.
But see, you're kidding, but I'm serious. It can be done.
Serious.
Yeah. So see, Angelo, that's pretty fast. That thing's moving. 166 miles an hour. That's quick. That's quick.
That F-22 with the 9-blade, dude, I was impressed.
It actually is pretty good because it was good with the 9-blade before, but it didn't have the same punch out.
Oh,
I love that.
Let me drive a boat.
Drive a boat. I love it. Let me drive a boat.
I was so mad, dude.
It's easy to drop things. I did that with my.
I can't. I can't believe I did that. It's like, damn it.
Christy, how you doing, Christy? I see you. You know, this is funny. I didn't really blast out my. I was going to be doing a stream, but I've already got 38 people up in here, so that's cool. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Paul McNeil, what's up? So.
Oh well. I'll have another new bird on Wednesday. So.
What's that? The F-86?
Yes. I don't even know people knew I got an F-22 because I wasn't on the show last week.
Nope. Shadow, what's up?
I got a new F-22, which is awesome. But
Whoa, was that Kenny? Holy crap! Kenny showed up.
yeah.
Well, hello there, Kenny.
Kenny was in the Zoom the other night too.
Welcome back, Kenny.
Glad the job's working out.
What's
No,
up?
but
Oh, so hey, Shadow Ops, what's up with Dave's RC? Did you leave
no, Victor, I don't do 8S. I'm not an 8S guy. Me no 8S.
No, I'm 6S, but my plane's pretty dang fast for 6S. So
In terms of speed, dude, I'm not that much slower than you. Although you obviously have the edge and thrust.
that's the thing about that plane; it's going to have more climb, but maybe not fast in a straight line.
But once mine gets on step, it's impressive. It actually, I was surprised how good it climbs.
Yeah, let me get to Garfield's. It's not letting me go to his. No.
Garfield's gonna do a 2000 FMS and the Levantine goes 7S.
So hey, Garfield, post the link to one of your videos so people can see who you are. Got no problem with that. Your moderator will show up. Go ahead and post it.
6S is perfect in that F-22. It's light, and that new 9-blade in that plane does great. But
yeah, it does pretty good, and you get way more climb than you did with the Outrunner. It's pretty good. 2,000 kV on 7S, dude. That thing's gonna scream.
Yeah, but dude, it was, I flew it a bunch Saturday. Then I was gonna put LEDs on it like I did my last one, and I was in the process of doing it, and I dropped the wing, like oh my god! I busted the tip off and dented it on the bottom. I was like, oh.
It's the worst part. So the tips are plastic too. So if you dinked it,
well, no, it basically from the aileron out got like knocked off.
Oh,
And the aileron hinge got messed up too. You didn't see that in the picture. But
yeah,
I was like, no, I'm not gonna deal with gluing it and filling it and painting it. I'll just buy new wings.
Yeah.
And I bought the decals too. It's like, oh my god, like,
All right, guys, there you go. Garfield posted his link. Check out his page. He posts some cool stuff because he's always trying new things and always trying pushing the envelope with the FMS fans. He's got Free Wing fans, the Free Wing 9 blade. He's got that thing on 8S and it works perfect. So check him out. He has all the readings. He does all that stuff. It's a small channel, but there's a whole lot of stuff you can get from him. So check him out. Worth taking a look at. So check it out. RC Air Marshal. Look what RC Air Marshal was saying.
I saw it. Yeah,
Beaver.
it doesn't look that bad, but
It's what I hate is it's never going to be the same. So, what sucks the most is it'll never be the same unless you go through and try to refinish it. But even then,
well, oh, you mean if I tried to fix this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, man, he's a new member. Thank you, Garfield.
I was so mad. But
be sure to check out his channel, guys. He's got cool stuff. Yeah. He's not a huge channel, but he does stuff that's definitely worth checking out. He's been a subscriber for mine for a long time too, so I've been going back and watching his stuff. So go back and check him out. Good peoples. Anyway. So any other questions? Y'all got questions? Any questions? I ain't seen many questions come on the field. But as I was saying, yes, there are burners for they're not really burners, it's just something different. A fire effect for fire effect for the new all the like the 1500 millimeter P51, the Draco Turbo Timber. The one you're going to see today is the big T28, the Carbon Z T28. Draco would work on pretty much anything that has stacks on the side. P40 would work. I put mine on a my plane, which is the GB. I have it on there. So anything that is that has a propeller that you want to have effects, you can do that. So I'm going to share the screen here to show you what one of my customers just recently did. It's going to look weird for a second, guys, but bear with me. And then I'm going to show you the cool stuff that Pops 305. That's who he is in the chat here. Check out what he did. So this is the Carbon Z T28. He put the stacks in. He was one of the first ones to order. So I got it out to him over the weekend. I sent it on Saturday, and it showed up today. So good shipping. Shipping's finally catching up again. So.
Oh, that looks good.
So that's the Carbon Z T28. That's the one during the daytime, and this is the one in the dark. You can see it actually flickering. Looks pretty cool. So thanks for sharing that, Pops 305, aka Guy Cecil. But it looks pretty cool. I think it looks cool. So works good. So if you have anything with a propeller, regardless of what it is, and you want to have that little effect that can be done, P39 would look great. Because that was mid-engine plane, so it would be right there behind where the pilot is. So that would work. Paul McNeil, I got a cool flyover today. I got 3 F5s from Attack, different company today. I didn't really get to see them. They took off and did a loop over, but they were pretty high when they went over. I did get to hear them.
I had the Beale T-38 took over my house at like 5,000 feet. I mean, they're pretty high up. They still, I heard them.
Yep, they're noisy. Can't reach it. Crap. So, Lyndon, what's up? Did I say hi to Lyndon Stewart? I'm saying hi to Lyndon Stewart again. So that's pretty much all I had like on the agenda to talk about today. But you know, you can still yammer about some other stuff. I have some cool stuff showing up. If anybody's going to be interested, I'm going to have a couple 60 amp smart ESCs. This is 100, but I'll have a couple 60 amp smart ESCs for sale, brand new, not used. And I got in a deal that I'm going to be turning around and selling because I don't have anything that uses 60 amps. But then on top of that, I'm also getting some AR-637s that I'm going to be using in some new planes. I don't know what planes yet, but that's going to be my new go-to receiver, the AR-637. I think these all need to have wiped. What do they call it? Factory reset.
What are they?
They're TAs.
Oh, did you get them off somebody?
Yeah, from a brand new. They're not used. They use Futaba, so I got them from somebody.
Oh, yeah, they'll all have to be wiped.
Just have to plug them in and then do something.
You have to buy the cable and then download the Spectrum thing to your computer. I mean, I can always do it too. It's not a big deal.
JCB67, I like that name. I think that's kind of cool. Gooniac stacks. Gooniac stacks. There we go.
No, it should be Goonie stacks.
Goonie stacks. That's stupid. No, I like Gooniac stacks. I think that could work. Tell me what kind of planes you got, JCB67, because if I end up using it, I'll have to send you one as a thank you, because I like that.
No, I think it's Goonie stacks. That's what I'm calling them, Goonie stacks.
Goonie stacks. So it would be Gooniacs. Gooniac stacks.
When is it, Angelo?
Oh, that's coming up this weekend.
Oh, really?
On Saturday. Yeah. That's too far for me to go though. Haven't planned for it. And it's a full-on turbine event. So as much as I didn't get any flight time when I went there, hardly. Not until later in the evening. It's cool to see all the cool stuff because usually the Verizon guys are there.
Dude, I'd go.
You could fly down, right?
That's what I would do. I'd fly into Reedley and I just have somebody come pick me up.
You could fly into there. They've had planes fly in.
Not at that. The one you went to. It's the same
They
spot.
had a Stinson fly in there. No, it wasn't Stinson. It was a mall.
I'm sure they had. That's not a full-scale airport, though.
Yeah, it used to be.
It was. No, I
So
could
you
just
can
land
still.
there
They
unannounced.
had a helicopter fly in. They had one of the.
Yeah, that was a pre-set up thing. I can't just land there unannounced. Like, hi.
Let them know ahead of time. What's up, Ty? I see you.
Nah,
PJ50. I've just been waiting for somebody to ask for it. I can do it. Just nobody's done it yet.
PJ50.
Yeah, if they want to make fire booties for the JP50, whatever they call it.
Oh. No,
There. Noisy as hell, jeez. Anyway.
no,
Yeah, I can be done, Ty.
I am not putting fiery booties on the PJ50 now.
People, hey, and I already had people buy them for the B2. So I'd never do it, but people want it. I'm not going to say no. Noons, what's happening? I see Noons there. So yeah, there's
Yeah, I mean,
anyway.
you see a fiery booty on a private jet, then you know something's wrong.
That's what I was gonna say. If you see any kind of flames coming out of there, that ain't good.
I've seen an
Angelo,
APU.
I've been to a couple of those. A couple of those are good. If you want to see some cool stuff, go there. If you want to fly, you're not going to get to fly that much because there's a whole lot going on. But they have some really cool turbines there.
I've seen an APU shoot a flame and then explode, and the pilot walked out of his plane pissed. Tui. For the poop group.
No.
No, hey, it's business. He wants a brown fire booty.
We want it brown. I could be done brown, but this wouldn't be right. But it could be done.
No, it would be totally right.
Oh yeah, P38s. P38. They have a weird exhaust though, because it's a turbo, and the tail pointing up. But it could be done. It could be done. No, shouldn't have put that up there. This one. There you go. So yeah, that could be done.
You got to make the brown fiery booty for Tui.
Make whatever color you want. Brown's just weird, but yeah, it can be done.
You gotta do it.
So yes, too, it can EQ. It can be done, but since they have turbos with the exhaust pointing up, it can be done. It's just it wouldn't be all that visible, but it could be done. Banana man. Don't you like bananas?
You got to do the brown fiery booty for Tui. It's all for Tui. That guy flying an Avanti with a brown fiery booty? Oh, that'd be awesome.
So yeah, Ty, I get what you're saying. The funny thing is, people put burners in whatever they want. So if they want to put them in, I ain't gonna say no. I'll sell it to them. So,
sorry, I'm eating, so I'm like making it so you can't,
it's all good. Just don't want to hear you smacking, so mute the damn mic if you're gonna be chomping on stuff.
I'm not chomping, dude. I'm just eating. I'm not, pulling a. Never mind.
Hamilton's Hangar, what's up? Thanks for sending pictures of that cool Rivian. If I ever did get an all-electric vehicle and I had the money, it would be a Rivian. Or...
Did you get one?
He works for him.
Oh. I didn't know.
So he sent me a picture of their new SUV. It looks pretty cool. So, what else is up, people?
Oh my god, that's bad.
Oh, that's right. I did send him a blue one. Okay, cool, EQ. So, what else is going on, my friends? So, for those of you, let me do it again so you guys can see. For those of you that did not see, I'm going to share the...
NES need the brown. I'll decide which plane needs in. Let you know.
Just tell me which one. We could even come up with some way to do weathering. That would be gross, but anyway. So for those of you that missed, I'll just do it again so you can see the. This is from Pops 305. You can look at the cool planes he's got in the background too. MiG-29, F-14. But this is the his FPV equipped Carbon ZT-28 with the Gooniac stacks.
Goonie stacks.
He's got in there. This is the daytime, and then I'll do the one in the dark, which actually looks kind of cool. You can see it. Actually looks like it's firing like the proper firing order.
It's firing in very Goonie stack way.
Gooniac stacks. I like that. Gooniac stacks.
Mm-mm.
That works. I think that works.
Goonie stack.
No, that's stupid. Gooniac stacks. I like that. The cool thing about these EQ, with the Gooniac stacks, you can do one of three things. You have three options. You can just plug in the adapter directly to the LEDs and plug it into your battery pack, and it's on all the time. They don't use any power at all, so it won't hurt anything. Just leave them on all the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, that's awesome.
I'm not gonna repeat that, but that is kind of funny. So you can leave it on all the time.
Weathering, yes,
You want
you
that?
are my thoughts exactly. I'm gonna need some butt plug decals and a Marshall Pilot.
Ew. So
I repeated it.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, don't repeat it again. Anyway, so there's
Do it again.
just plug it in, and it'll stay on all the time. Or you plug it into the controller and plug it in, and at idle it's on, and as you advance the throttle, they slowly go out, and about half throttle they turn off. Or you reverse the plug, and they come on at half throttle and go full bright at full throttle. So it just depends on how you want to do it. There are options. If you don't want a controller at all, we can even do it without a controller. So it's up to you.
A Marshall Pilot.
It's Marshall saying no. If you want to EQ, yes, you can. Good questions. Yes, you can. You put it on a switch, however you want to do it. But it comes with a Y if you want to put it on the throttle. If you just want it on a switch, put it on a empty channel and flick it. Yes, you can do that. Spare channel required, but you can do it. That's a good idea. So JCB67, I think you gave me my name.
Goonie stacks.
Gooniac stacks. I kind of like that.
Goonie stacks.
If you want something for guns, I could probably do something different for that. Yeah, let me know for guns. I have a different way to do that. That would actually look really cool.
For B2.
So then that's what I should do. So then there's going to be Gooniac stacks, and then you can do guns if you want guns too. There's a whole bunch of different things I can do.
Goonie stacks.
Gooniac stacks. No, it's crazy. When I don't broadcast that I'm doing a live stream, I get more people than when I do broadcast that I'm doing a live stream. So
it's because they don't. It's because they know what they're getting themselves into. You post it. I don't know.
Yeah. So JCB67. I think I have your address. So you just got to let me know what you got for Warbirds, and if you want to try some. Mama, can you close this window for me too? But I will
light up your gun.
Yeah, so I can do things for guns too, guys, if you want guns. The guns require them being on a switch, but I have ways to do it. It's very easy to do. Very, very easy.
Free B2?
Hmm?
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 Mm-hmm.
For the guns?
Dude, that thing was flying better when I turned the roll gains down.
I'm sure it was, because I think that they put them on high just to be safe.
Dude,
so did you change just rudder, or was it just the ailerons?
I literally just bumped the roll down 10%.
And that helped?
Yeah, I mean, now you can, if you want, you can do fast passes, and it doesn't, honestly. It's still going to jiggle in the wind, but that's just how the plane acts.
That's how the plane is, just because of the rudder.
Well, no, it bobbles like this, not like this.
Well, it goes like this. The whole thing goes up and down, from what I noticed.
Yeah,
but there's no gain on elevator, or is there?
Yeah, and I when it started to get windy, I tried to experiment with maybe adding a little bit, but it got so bumpy, like any plane just looked dumb.
Okay.
It was really gusty. The air was not happy later in the day.
I need to get some of the AR-630s.
Well, I was gonna say, dude, like, you know, the 637 is great, but if you get a plane that's, you know, I mean, I don't know how to say it, cheaper, but like smaller, you know, you don't want to waste this. Like, if you get a, say you get like some 64 mil, you don't want to waste a 637, and then you put a 630 in that. It's cheaper.
No, I'll try the 630s. I usually have bigger planes, so I am gonna get some smaller stuff. I'm probably gonna get one of the racers, if not a couple of them.
Yeah, so then you don't want to waste 637 in there. My ratios, I put 630s in. Oh, well, they don't have them in there right now. I took them out. I don't really fly those things.
I'll have to try the 630. How much were they? I didn't see what the prices were.
I think the last I looked, the 630 was like $80.
That's not too bad. But they said there's on. Is it just that flash sale for over the weekend? There was a flash sale.
30. Let me look on Amazon.
There was a flash sale.
Yeah, $79.99 on Amazon for 630.
Yeah.
And then how much is the 631? AR 631. No, I can't.
They were $30 off. Well, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I've got a F20. My new F22. I put one of the 8360s in there. It split the tails. Dude, that thing flies so precise with those new servos. It's like rock solid.
I'll have to look. Maybe I'll.
So mad at both the goddamn wings.
I should probably just change them because they're.
Well, I've got two of the new servos.
Do they fit in the tail? No issue.
I think they're the same. They're like the same servo. It's just different components.
Different internals.
But I mean, I know I have them. I'll have to dig them out. But everything survived in that MiG.
Oh, that's right.
That was the receiver in the F-22 was in the MiG.
Oh, okay.
Because the receiver, nothing was wrong with it. It just came
loose. Yeah.
And sticker.
I'll probably buy some new ones because they're only like $12 each.
Yeah. Well, and then the MiG-29 now comes with like 30-gram servos. It comes with standard size servos in the tail, like a metal linkage.
Yep, which never was the issue, but whatever. Just
Dude,
to make you feel better.
I want another MiG. I know it's $750, but I paid $700 for a B2, so it's like I want another MiG. I missed that plane. I was so mad when it went down. Garfield, I just got my first F-22 had all the stock 17 grams, but I just recently got a new one. It's up on the shelf next to me.
You know, I'm gonna look that up because I'm curious.
It still has 17 grams in the rudders and ailerons and flaps, but the elevators are now those new 23-gram servos.
Yeah, and that's what I changed because those work the hardest.
Yeah, but they also changed the arms on all the servos, so everything's like different. And that F-22, the new one, they changed the tail servos, and they also put a little piece of wood in the nose cone so that
I saw that. Yeah,
it doesn't fall off. And then also I think the paint's different. The shades of the camo are a lot lighter than my first one. It looks more real. Yeah, the D85 high-techs are good, but I mean, the stock ones now, I don't feel any need to change. I've never felt the need to change anything. Like my F4 still got that the stock servo in the tail. I've flown it like probably 150 times, and it's completely fine. Never had any issues.
All right, so there's the servos.
F-18 comes with those new 23 grams. It's perfectly fine.
So there's one reversed. They're $12 each. That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always, with the like 80 mil jets with 9-gram servos on the elevators, those work pretty good in sync. But the bigger servos, the reverse servo always gets more throw, so I always just put them on separate channels and line them up better.
Well, it gets to a point where if you reduce your elevator travel, you can get them both to go even, but you have to reduce your throw.
Yeah, on my F-22, I put the control rod on the inner hole and left it at 100%. It's perfect.
So cool. I'll have to order some of those to try them out.
Yeah. They're not the fastest things on the planet, but they get the job done.
Don't need to be for that. It's just the ones that are in there are already fast as it is. Fast enough for what it does.
I didn't know. Crash.
Dang, is that your dogs? So let me share the link to those servos. Um, they don't show a picture, but here's the. This is one.
Yeah. No.
The other.
Crash test dummy. I got a new one. Literally, what was it? Friday? And no, all the servos are stock. My first F-22, I didn't change the servos. My first F-22, man, that thing got beat up, and then it eventually caught on fire.
Was that the one you sold to Jack or gave to Jack?
Yeah, and then that Leopard motor freaking blew up.
I don't even know what happened. It just burned up for no reason.
Yeah, Jack just normal flight, you know, and you know how Jack flies. He's not hard on it.
No.
And he landed. He's taxiing back, and he goes to like power up to move it, and it goes pop, and then it like spits a flame and just burns a giant hole in the top of the flare. I'm like, oh god! And I went to unplug it, the battery, and I couldn't get the EC5, like the plastic, like melted together. So I just yanked on it, and I just pulled the wires right out of the ESC. It got so hot, just desoldered.
That's not good.
That and all the tail servo wires burned. So it was almost. Aside from the retracts and the wing servos, it was pretty much total loss.
It was all melty.
Yeah, that whole plane was the whole back end of that plane was a marshmallow. It was gone.
So if you guys want to see the servos, those are the links. There's one reverse and one normal. Those are the...
Yeah, Fred, it was just annoying because I'd been flying it all day, and I took off, and as soon as it left the ground, it just started freaking out and then rolled over and went into the grass. Luckily, the grass was really thick and wet because it had just rained, thick and wet. And everything was okay. The batteries were fine. Everything was fine. Just the airframe got a little banged up. Yeah, I was like, what the hell happened? And then I picked up the receiver, and the sticker had come off, and the double-sided tape with that sticker was still stuck to the inside of the airplane. I was like, oh no, the dang receiver sticker came off. So it was just jiggling loose.
And that was right after I took a video of it taken off.
Yeah, Ray freaking came out to give me a burner, and he's like, "Oh, let me get a video of it taken off." And then the next flight after he leaves, smack. It's like, damn it.
Smash.
But
Smash.
yeah, I do want to get another one though. I didn't really like that plane, and especially I had done some mods to the wingtips. What Mickey did.
It was flying really good too after you did
Yeah,
that.
it was flying really good. So I was a little mad. But
So that's something I'm planning on doing with the F-15. I'm going to put some reflex in the ailerons, see if that helps. But
yeah,
that's going to be it. See if the more reflex I can add to the ailerons to get rid of some of that washout that they put in there. See if that helps. Speed that plane up, because that plane just eats the watts. You could put a crazy setup, like just use Nate's F-18 as an example. On my F-18, you put the same power plant in that F-18. F-18 is going to scream. You put it in the F-15, and it's just going to be which is what mine is right now. I have the same setup that Nate does in his new F-18 in my F-15, and the F-15 flies, but it's just kind of Put any other plane with the same power is going to be better.
Luckily, all the electronics were pretty much okay. I think the only thing that got a little busted was the nose wheel, but you can see the receiver and battery sitting right there. They were fine. So that receiver sitting on the ground there is now in my F-22. It's completely fine. And those batteries are fine. They still got the mud in them.
Oops. Yeah, it was the video I got was with the wet runway.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the only reason everything was okay, because the grass was pretty thick and it was like muddy and wet because it had just rained a lot.
Yep. So
the plane just kind of hit the mud, so it didn't hurt any of the electronics. It just broke the airframe up.
Doo-doo. So Snow River Park, I was actually looking to see what kind of an in-runner setup you could put in that Habu SS, because they put that cheapy outrunner in there, and I know you could fit an in-runner in there.
Drop right back, right?
Probably even put an FMS fan in there with no issue. So Andy, if you've still got those servos, if they're still brand new and you didn't change them, I might actually get them off of you if you don't mind. If you don't need them. So, I stepped away for a little bit, but yeah, so that's a JCB 67. If you're still around, let me know what kind of prop plane you have that you'd want to try. Pops 305, thank you for coming and enjoy your flying tomorrow. Hopefully, you get to see some T-28 out in the sunshine with them new Gooniac stacks in place.
Goonie stacks.
Gooniac stacks.
So yeah.
X-Fly would probably work in there, but from what I've seen, the 70 millimeter X-Fly is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
It hasn't really made much of a difference. I think Big Chris, I don't know if Big Chris is still in here. Big Chris tried my setup that I'd recommended in his F-16 and he loved it. So try that out and see with a 30 millimeter motor in stock. Same fan that's in the stock E-Flight F-16. Put that 30 millimeter motor in that fan, and it gives you a pretty big jump in power, thrust, and speed. Scotty's story, yeah, I sent it out. I didn't realize I hadn't sent it. If you can, go ahead and do it. I'll get, and I had a couple people already order some, and I ordered parts, and they sent me the wrong ones, so I had to order, get some right stuff, and it showed up.
The right stuff.
Right? The right stuff. It showed up today, so I'll be able to get it going.
Calculator.
So yeah, so Guy Cecil got his, and a couple other people will be getting theirs as well. And Great Scott, what's up?
The Great Scott. Sickening Nate. What?
Abuse. You
What
burped or something. You probably burped or
I didn't burp.
something.
Not yet. I was weak.
Yeah, don't do it anymore. It's fine. It's nasty. At this point, Victor RC Jets, one of the only planes I recommend that X-Fly for is the E-Flight F-18. But I think that the new 2000 kV 36 millimeter motored 80 millimeter in the from FMS will probably work just as good, if not better, than the X-Fly.
I got my alien spaceship.
It looks like a Stingray right there.
It looks like some alien spaceship without the wing.
Like a Stingray.
Dude, the only thing I can complain about it with the B2 at this point is the wing bolts. Basically, the whole idea of being able to leave them in, yeah, that ain't gonna work anymore. The plastic, it eventually wears, so the bolts will fall out.
Oh, so they still fall out over time.
I mean, it's not a big deal. You just screw them back in the wing, but.
Oh, you can see the tail shining.
I need to pull that stupid thing off. Everybody's flying without it, and it doesn't look any different. So next time I fly, I'll pull the stupid thing out. Yeah, because they make it sound like it makes such a big difference, but from what I'm seeing, it really doesn't.
From what they say, it just helps that it keeps the gyro from overworking.
Well, yeah, but I've seen people that just fly without. I mean, I don't think Victor didn't have his in. So I'll just pull that stupid thing out. Yeah, the PJ50 has those wing bolts, but they're in the wing, but like the plastic, it's different than those. So that PJ's been fine, but the MiG-29 I never really pulled the wings off. The MiG I was always able to put it in fully assembled and put stuff on top of it. But yeah, I was taking my V2 apart on Saturday and one of the Bolts.
What the hell is that? Bee? Is that
Bolts
Jono?
fell out.
What's happening, Jono?
So I eventually just pulled them in and out a few times, and yeah, that plastic just expands. But it's okay. Not a deal breaker. It's a good flying plane, though. Now that I've got that gyro turned down a bit, and I'm used to it, it's really fun to like turn and burn down low. You know, wing overs, loops, rolls.
It actually looks kind of cool doing aerobatics. It looks funny coming out of a loop because the wingtips are kind of bending up. But doing when it does the vertical climbs, it looks pretty cool, like right in front of you.
It's like the PJ and the AL, you know?
Yeah.
You fly them around on scale, but they can also have you can have a little fun too.
Yeah.
The PJ flies like a sport flyer.
Oh yeah, flies like a. It's as stable as a trainer, but it's super aerobatic and responsive.
Yeah, the AL is kind of sluggish, but PJ whips. So, finally got to go flying full scale in a glider yesterday. That was fun.
Oh, did you take? Did Jack come out with you?
No. No, I went flying with with my buddy I work with on the ground.
Oh, okay. Is that the one who was doing the glider stuff?
What? What do you mean?
Were you flying in the glider with him?
Yeah, with my buddy. Like
Okay.
when you saw those videos, get the guy sitting in the front was my buddy, and then you saw me. The backseat altimeter just doesn't work.
I saw you tapping it, and it's like.
Same with the airspeed. I'll look at his airspeed. I'm like showing that, and then mine's like 10 knots higher.
Dragging.
I need some WD-40. But no, we always, every time we go flying, we always like swap seats. It's like, I like flying in the back seat more though, because you can man spread a little more back there. There's more room. The front seat, you're like, eh. That's why I miss the Schweitzer. The Schweitzer, you can man spread in the back and the front seat, especially the back. Because the back seat was meant to fit like two average-sized people, so one person, you can have a lot of room to spread out. Well, not a lot of room, but you know.
Was that bugs getting zapped?
Yeah, dude, it's getting warm enough to where the bug zapper's back on.
Pow, 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 pow.
And we got this like giant, like I think it's a DeWalt one, like in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I hear that thing going off like all night. RC flyers with a loose screw, that's all of us.
Pretty much.
I mean, look at us. We're on a YouTube broadcast talking to you idiots. Like we all got loose screws.
The looseness. The looseness.
Yeah, Victor, I'll test if the wings will snap, and I guess you can test the landing gear. Sorry, not sorry. They seem pretty strong, though. I mean, I've seen people plowing them in, and they've been holding up. So I've seen one get plowed in. My buddy Mike freaking doinked the landing. What I told him not to do, he did. So that's what happens.
Sheesh.
Exactly. It's 4 in the morning for Mike Bird, and he's watching us. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with us?
We crazy. 4:14 a.m. Oh, yeah, that's right, Michael. You're on up so early.
Flew my Mustang at like the butt crack this morning.
Lips RC, what's up? Lips RC.
The blitz.
Howdy.
Dude, I have this state testing all week, but I hope every day is like today, because today it was like really fast. I was done by like 10 because we don't have any classes. Yeah, I did an early morning flight on my Mustang Monday.
Beautiful.
That was good.
JCB67, send me an email. Please. Send me an email so we can chat about possible Gooniac stacks.
Well, that's good, Victor.
Yeah, that's something that would be kind of cool. I mean, Victor, we were talking about Victor's L39 and his setup, and I was able to hear that something didn't sound quite right with the way his mode was running, so we were able to figure out how to get that thing working right.
What was it?
That's
PWM?
I think it was timing and PWM was off. But,
I heard it in the timing. I knew the timing was too high.
right, because it was making a grinding noise.
Yeah,
and then
it was like jittery.
Yeah. George Watts, thanks for coming. See you later. But yeah, glad you got that going. Garfield, that's actually a cool thing. It's something I've actually done before with a couple of my planes. Depends on the plane and depends on how much you can use, but spoilerons, aka reflex, actually works really good with slowing certain planes down because it puts them into that draggy attitude with the nose up, but also allows them to keep from stalling.
Yeah,
so that does work with certain planes, not all planes. Certain planes, F-16 would work, F-35 it would work.
Yeah, planes like that land with the nose up.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, it's a good idea, and I get it. It makes things easier. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. Like, somebody's like, oh, yeah, the A-10 can't land without this. Like, not true. I think you just don't know how to land.
There's ways to do it.
I mean, it's a fun idea to play with, but, I mean, I don't know. I've never done it, and I don't really...
What I think would be really cool is getting the split flaps that are in the split surfaces on the drag rudders from the new B2, and getting the ailerons to work like regular ailerons, but then getting them to work like the speed brakes that they get on the A10 when it goes into landing config.
That would be cool if you had two servos and they could pop wide open on when it lands.
Right. But then they'd have to work like ailerons too, which is hard to do.
Well, it's got the mix so that when you move ailerons, they move a little bit.
Yeah.
No, but dude, the way that B2 set up out of the box, even with the stock gains, it's pretty much perfect. The only reason I turn that roll gain down is because, I get it, it's a B2 and you're not doing high-speed passes, but I'd like to know I could do it.
Yep.
That's
the thing, though. Set it up as the book says first. Get it to work right that way, and then make small, minor changes, little bits at a time.
And some people are like, "Oh, you're making all these changes." I'm like, I'm bumping the roll gain down by a few percent. It's not a major change, and I've flown the airplane like 25 times. Like I know how it flies.
Yeah.
And I mean, not to talk good on myself, but I know what I'm doing. I mean, I like to think so, at least. I think I know how to fly. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, so Victor, that motor sounds a lot better now. So hopefully it'll.
You don't need
that could have been causing all kinds of problems.
Viper to not stall it. Just don't stall it.
For which one? Yeah, no, you don't. You don't need it at all.
Dude, you see me land the Viper. I do a really tight approach, and it. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like it's.
As long as you get your, you're good with your elevator throw, and you don't pull too much, you'll be fine. And most people that know how to fly and land don't have problems with that. If you like to yank the controls, the thing's going to depart and crash.
Yeah, bad things happen. I almost saw it happen yesterday. There was a student in the CFI, and I swear, this CFI needs to get paid double for this student. I mean, this student was like, every time that plane came down, we're like, it's gonna crash. He was doing no flat landings. He was coming in like an F4 and just. And I was like, holy crap. And every time he turned base to flying, I was like, oh God, it's going to stall.
Bam.
I was like, either this student is really bad or this CFI just doesn't know how to teach. Probably a combination of both.
Probably a combination of both. It could be a new CFI.
Well, and the CFI on the radio sounded very young, so I'm sure he's like a fresh one. And I'm like, oh my God. We're all sitting there watching it. It's like, oh God. Oh God.
Wham.
Because we're on, me being the ground guy, and we got multiple people what I do. Like, we're always there. If a plane freaking goes in or something happens, we're the first ones there. Like when that glass aircraft, we were the first ones to the plane. He was fine. I mean, the plane was banged up, but he's completely fine. But I've been the first one at multiple small airplane wrecks.
That T-28. I know you weren't there for that.
But I didn't.
I know you weren't there for that, but still. I'll never forget that sound. It sounded like crap.
Oh no, it was fine. It was just sipping its last drink of fuel because it was empty.
Totally empty. Killed a perfectly good
But
thing.
I mean, the guy was like 87, didn't have insurance on. He's like, whatever. I'm not gonna live that much longer anyway. They scrapped that plane. They tore it all apart, and the metal was scrapped for money.
So it's all the aluminum.
All the aluminum. Yeah. Yeah, they were out there like sawing it apart.
Ugh.
It's like
Everything was all bent up, so there's nothing you can do with it.
Oh no, the fuselage was most airplanes, especially something that old. As soon as they see a tweak in the fuselage, like it's a write-off. And the guy wasn't insured, so it wasn't. Even if it was insured, it wouldn't be worth it.
Would have been totaled.
It wouldn't have been worth the price to fix.
And you can get T-28s. T-28s aren't rare; they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But guys, I think that's just about it. I've got some more stuff to do later on, so I'm gonna be calling it quits. But I appreciate y'all showing up, hanging out, and stay tuned for more Gooniac stacks. Will be coming up. And thanks to Pops 305 for posting that, but I'll get some more of that stuff out there for y'all to see. There will be another one coming up soon. Rodney Pounce, there you go. The burner showed. Good. Glad to hear it. And since you are here, you are a moderator now, my friend. Thank you for coming by. But let me know if you need help with those, getting them set up, or if you need me to send you videos for all of them. Just let me know. But there will be more Gooniac stack stuff coming up, and a couple new videos will be showing soon. So, good night to everybody. Thanks for being here. A little over an hour. Today's not too bad, but I'm tired and I got stuff to do.
See you guys.
Guys have a good night, and I will see you later.
See ya.